Managing your personal goals and your business goals is easier than ever now that Growegy connects with your Google Calendar. Now, what we're looking at here is our Growegy.com calendar. This is going to have all my business goals and tasks listed within it. And then if I click over to Google Calendar, you're going to see my personal calendar here. Most people like to see everything in one place, and this has been our most requested feature. So now you're able to go ahead and connect your Growegy calendar to your Google Calendar so you can see everything in one place. To do so, you just need to log into Growegy.com, then click on Settings. From Settings, you're going to click into Google Calendar and click Connect. Once you're in here, you'll choose the account you'd like to connect with, and then you're going to check off the boxes to give the proper permissions and click Continue. Once this has been successful, next to Google Calendar, it'll say active to let you know that you're successfully synced up. If we click back into our Growegy calendar, we still have those same items and tasks listed in this calendar, but now when we click into Google Calendar, anything that was assigned to us is showing up here in the top. If you've added a specific time onto your entries, it will show up in the proper time, but otherwise it'll show up as tasks at the top of your day. Now back into Growegy, if we would like to check items off that have been completed, we can go ahead and click into this and click that check mark. It'll do the strike through here still that goes onto your Growegy calendar, but now when we click into our Google Calendar, it does the check mark here as well. Keep in mind you can't check off items directly from Google. If I try to click this open, this does show up as an emoji, and if you change this to a check mark emoji, it just doesn't follow through into Growegy. Now, if you'd like to see the other items that are in your calendar, you can see that we don't have everything in this first week of April that's on our Growegy calendar, and that's because we're not assigned to these other items. So if you'd like to see a specific task, you'll click into that program and then just make sure you're assigned to that task as the assignee. Now, when I click Save Program, I can click back into my Google Calendar and those tasks show up immediately. The same thing goes for a program. If you want to see an entire program, you'll just click into it and make sure that you're assigned as the owner. You can see this first task is on April 3rd, but when I save the program, it's going to then show up on my Google Calendar as well. This one will take just a moment longer because there's a little more information to pull over, but there it is right there, and here's that new task. Now keep in mind, if you delete items from your Google Calendar, that will affect your Growegy calendar. So if I click delete here on pull organize weekly leads and I click back into Growegy, it does take just a minute for it to affect. So I'm going to go ahead and click refresh. And now that pull organize leads is gone from here. So keep in mind, if you do delete things off of your Google Calendar, it will affect Growegy's calendar as well. And the other thing you can do is you can simply drag and drop items to a different date to change the due dates. You can do that within Growegy or your Google Calendar, and it'll update in both places. So now Create Content Bank is going to go from April 4th to April 5th in Growegy. So here we have our Growegy, here's our Create Content Bank, and it just moved. Now keep in mind, if you need additional assistance with this, you do have access to your account manager, so feel free to reach out at any time.